Oh, this is gonna be so scary. Fucking Christ. Oh, just staring at this. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Just gonna have to wait for some people to join the stream from Discord and everything before I really start. Oh, boy. This is gonna hurt me a lot, probably. I'll check up on Twitter and probably alert everyone on Twitter. I think the last time I put something on Twitter, it was something about Darkest Dungeon. Oculus press conference? Huh. Alright, hang on. Expected Minecraft or something. Alright, posted the tweet. Well, hello everyone. We're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Now, we're gonna get into it now. The one thing that you'll have to know about this scarily is it was in fact published by KFC themselves. And I don't like playing dating games or digital novel games, but I'm gonna see if this is funny, or if it's, you know, worth playing. Set to bring the lemon. What, like have it as an emoji on the Discord? I'm gonna have a gay relationship with an anime handsome version of the old man Colonel Sanders, who was named Colonel Sanders even though he never was a colonel. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's just get right into it. I'm not sure what to expect besides crunchy chicken goodness. Alright. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. It's a good chicken poster above the bed. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. So now we're gonna wake up because we're aspiring chefs who, of course, want to go to KFC's dating cooking school? Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander at the handsomeness of Colonel Sanders. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream. No, we gotta wake up now. We're gonna be top students. Hello, Random Anagram. Welcome to the stream, as well as, of course, Aiden, Valen, Toxie, and Mom, who's focusing on Oculus press conference for some reason. Horrible. Oculus. Totally dead. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. A greasy biscuit. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Neco. How are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. She's supposed to be that girl from... shit. I'm trying to remember now. The anime with scissors and clothing fashion. I can't remember the names. Anyways. Why you like this, KFC? Hello, Bomber Cat. It's like everyone probably came in here being like, hey, where's Darkest Dungeon? And now it's a dating game about chicken. Yeah, she's asserting her dominance. Very effective. Especially the stalking. You gotta love the stalking. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, then when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I mean, if you can't taste your own food, then you're probably just like those chefs that Gordon Ramsay goes and tells them that they're shit. Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents. Oh, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Quicksand box, what? It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl. She's a strong, independent girl at this age already. Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. I don't even see the chipped tooth, so you're lying. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's just, I guess, just be the best of the best. We're the best people ever. We're the best person in the world. We'll pep talk and be like just the kid of the class. We'll just be everything perfect. Yeah, kill the kill is what I was thinking about. Good job, random anagram. You read my mind. I didn't expect this from me. I mean, it just released, and it's got like over 1,000 Steam reviews. It was just released yesterday, and it's already got overwhelmingly positive reviews. So I thought it won't hurt to try it myself and see where it goes. I'm sure it won't go anywhere for my channel because people want horror, but we got to do some silly shit here and there to divide the horror, because tomorrow we got some good horror coming up. Pep talk your best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Our tarot cards. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Ronald McDonald? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Are you... to call your own? Sounds like possession to me. And I'm sure you will soon, in no time. We'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. Yeah, it's Doki Doki too. It could be a secret horror game. Everyone like gets deep fried to death by the evil Colonel Sanders. He uses his handsome looks to get away with murder. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what, maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Yes, killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Okay, come on, everything doesn't have to be about you. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely, capitalized rudely, interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Who did that? Ah, the big-titted demon girl I should have fucking known. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Big titties, what can I say? They just brainwash everyone, male or female. She's supposed to be like the Ronald McDonald? I don't know, she got some chicken legs on her fucking thigh-high stocking. Those some fucking... She got some thick goddamn thighs. But okay. KFC endorses this. I didn't see you there. Chicken shins. You leave Neco's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. The name Ashley is annoying, so any girl out there named Ashley, I guess you should feel bad, apparently. Hey, her fucking legs, like, goddamn, her skirt is definitely not, kitchen safe. She needs work pants. Why are these girls wearing such short skirts? I'm not complaining, but still. I mean, it may sound like complaining, but it's not. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, the shorter version, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. just starting the game, we're already saying that person has rockin' fucking ass muscles? What? Ahem! Van. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? You rang? I'm disgusted, get out of here. Stop JoJo posing. Ugh. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been... Why is his name Van? Why he's got like a JoJo body? He skips leg day. They've been just as close as you as Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on us professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's not much time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. I wouldn't resist the urge. I wouldn't at all. Yeah, I know. JoJo references are everywhere. Hang on, wait a second. I'm just gonna have to make it so at least I... Oh, okay. Let's go. I want to do some cooking. Not some drama with Big Teddy and nice ass dude or something. As you what the fuck is this thing? As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window, directly next to it. Who farts and shits himself? Okay. What's this popcorn bucket? Oopsie. I think it's broken? What, your ass? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Oh. That should do the trick. I love... Get the fuck away from me, you creepy-ass man-child? What the fuck? Why is it a kid and... He's got like this beer belly in a juice box. This is fucking weird. And the fucking fang thing. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. You mean Van? He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Is that supposed to be cute or something? He's also missing a fucking button. If he was around Gordon Ramsay, he'd fucking slap the shit out of him. You know, right? And thank you for following there, Mayo. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Pop. I'm Neco. Please get away from me. Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, a young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of... No, he's not. I think it's just you. Exactly. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Thank God, finally. Who the fuck is that on the wall? Some kind of KFC executive, maybe? KFC bucket and some math? What's math got to do with KFC and pie? And Ben. Or B2N? Can't read it. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Very relatable to KFC. Now, quiet down, everyone. Of course it has to be a corgi. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of the entire fucking school. I'm gonna guess they just, like, sort of took the idea from My Hero Academia, where the My Hero Academia is, like, some kind of giant rat bear thing? Rat dog bear? Maybe dog bear, rather. A tiny, tiny dog bear from My Hero Academia. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect, woof. A cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up the nuances of the fine... KFC is fine dining! You heard it here. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. This isn't For Honor. I never said I'd fucking play For Honor. I wouldn't want to rage and get all flustered about For Honor on a stream. That'd be meh. It's him. It's... If it isn't my favorite students, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. How dare you fucking interrupt this cute corgi? Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Oh. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And then the big titty girl goes, and this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Aha! Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pitts melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second, nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Neco sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I'm going to use my sweat to oil up my chicken and grease it up and deep fry it with my own sweat. You wonder if the marketing team made this low-key called their food fit for a dog if the teacher is a talking dog? I don't know. You take a moment to clean yourself up. What if I don't want to clean myself up, huh? Oh, so the popcorn button's just a pause. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to university, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Welcome to Sydney. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy fucking KFC dating simulator. Oy. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. Why will there be blood? Maybe it is Doki Doki. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle, and you will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. A boring person! Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Screams the fuck corgi. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Now, you're the anime character that's like a background character, so obviously he's going to be very forgotten. He doesn't have flashy hair, he doesn't have big titties, he doesn't have a woo bulge, he doesn't have tons of muscles, he doesn't have flashy clothes, he doesn't do a JoJo pose, and he expects to be remembered as an anime character? You have to at least have Yu-Gi-Oh hair if you want to be remembered. And... Wait, what? I don't even know if I should read off that name, but thank you for following. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Who's Clank? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is who he is referring to, but appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Zzz, whir. Flashy crest. That too. The class bursts into laughter. Why? Oh, Clank, you rascal. It's supposed to be like maybe a reference to the Adventure Times robot that Finn made. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had Talking Dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Oh shit. Beef? But KFC doesn't do beef. He might be offended. A rubber ball would also offend him because he's a smart dog. A chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Yes! I knew it! Who would have thought? Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. As I said, I wanted to be the top student, and we're on our roads to be the top student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Especially a beef one that's just going to sit there forever until the end of the game. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Neco, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Ooh, shit. I don't even give a fuck about my best friend. I mean, we could sit by the master, Colonel Sanders, and just, you know, have a rivalry with the Colonel himself. Fuck you, best friend. You move to take a seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no pens, or books, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can to do... Wait, what? Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. A quiz about... Fuck you, Pop. No one fucking likes you. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at the culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Pop, you dirty piece of shit. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken. Oh, shit. Slam dunk, obviously. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I mean, I'd say a comically oversized fork. But I mean, they did bring up spork in the game not long ago, so I'm gonna think a spork. Excellent. I'm a genius, obviously. And before Colonel Sanders berates you for abandoning your friend, I know he's likely to do that in a JoJo pose while, you know, while berating, but... What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat! A pancake that looks like a silly face. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. Yes could be also right, and no is wrong. But these are two right answers, but it obviously is a best answer. That's right. Perfect score! Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Oh, woo, says Colonel Sanders, I notice your bulge. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Wow. Thanks, Colonel Sanders. Hot diggity, Neco, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters! I don't care about you, get out of here. Miriam, do you smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good. Let me guess, is it chicken? Everyone, can I have your... No, I don't care about you. I don't care about you either. I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, not even Colonel Sanders cares about him. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch. No one cares about you either. You're fucking annoying. Fucking Pop. In honor of the new semester, it's like everyone's like in a fucking attention whore at the school. You got Big Titty is attention whore. The JoJo guy with the big ass is an attention whore. The ugly, stupid, beer-gutted kid with the messy shirt is an attention whore. And then you just got the boring student who just sort of wants to talk, but everyone's just like bullying the fuck out of him. And then you got this Miriam kid who's just like trying to be flashy at all times. I don't know. And Colonel Sanders is just Colonel Sanders. I mean, it's his game. He can be as flashy as he wants. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Hey, man, you gotta get that Colonel Sanders chicken somehow. Maybe he'll share his secret recipe. I mean, the secret recipe is already online and already spoiled. You can literally make Colonel Sanders chicken yourself, because at some point in KFC's history, they accidentally let slip the entire recipe to his chicken spices. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what what food this mysterious student has created. So why is Colonel Sanders considered a student rather than like the founder and like the legend? It's like he's relatively known, but he's just a student? I'm kind of confused. Is like the origin story of KFC's Colonel Sanders? I don't know. I'm confused as to his position. What the student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. You know, KFC buckets keep you warm and safe. If you're being burglarized, or you're being attacked by a violent thug, just keep yourself safe with a bucket of KFC chicken. And I'm not sponsored even. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. But again, it's not a secret recipe anymore. It hasn't been for a while. You look around and notice that every student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, do you think we want your stupid secret recipe? It's not secret anymore. Pshaw! I think KFC wants to erase the fact that the recipe's known. They're trying to imply it's still a secret recipe. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is a poison. Got 'em. Making me cringe. I'm not liking you even more. That is my face, right there. That dude's giving me the face that I'm making towards his character, okay? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent, as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Back off, bitch! He's mine! She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. And it looks like in that pose, her titties just sort of shrank from like triple D to like A cup somehow. I don't know how that makes sense, but the buckets are all right. You once had a few feathers in yours last year. That'd be weird. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take it. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Or swim towards the light. I must try to identify the flavors so I can be a better chef. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it. Scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe. How the fuck would it not have salt in it, you idiot? Pepper, too obvious. Oregano. Basil, maybe. But something else. He said there's like 11 or 13 spices, so I mean, that's just 3. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be blank? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use blank. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation is alone more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret. I'm gonna have to repeat myself about how it's not a secret anymore, but sure. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. It's very much sorcery. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one with time with the Colonel Sanders. Questionable. You approach the Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors. He just pulls out a fucking, like, staff out of nowhere. A combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. Alright, if KFC ever goes down and, like, dies, we're gonna have to replay this game. But no big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester has only started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got a moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. Leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. I'm really tempted just to pull out the fucking secret recipe so I can just read it myself, okay? You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. I'm gonna look it up now. And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. Okay, I'm looking up the fucking secret recipe. Screw this. Alright, let's see. Okay, KFC Secret Recipe. Well, we're looking up. You're all gonna get spoiled here. KFC's 11 secret spices. It's 2/3 tablespoon of salt, 3 tablespoons white pepper, 1 tablespoon black pepper, half a tablespoon of basil, 1 tablespoon celery salt, 1 tablespoon dried mustard, 2 tablespoons garlic salt, 1 tablespoon ground ginger, 1/3 tablespoon oregano, 4 tablespoons paprika, and half a tablespoon of thyme. The real secret ingredient, according to Ron Douglas, author of America's Most Wanted Recipes, the real key to the perfect crispy texture is one thing only. MSG, also known as, of course, monosodium glutamate. You can add this to your seasoning mix before breading or sprinkle it on the chicken after frying. Regardless, it's a must. Basically, MSG is needed for the what's the word? The trademark crispiness and shit like that. But yeah. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Stop stalking me, please. I don't know. You are a science bird. I would presume you could be right, but I think it is MSG. Or it could be LSD, for all we know. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. A little self-absorbed, but it sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Like, neg him with my elbow or something? Wow him with big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. So one is being brute strength, which has nothing to do with cooking. Wow him with a big idea. Add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. I mean, it sounds like too much self-injection. Be modest but thoughtful. I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Neco. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive I better get to actually cook things in this game. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You'll blow it and I'll do great, fuck you. You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd. There's too much There's too much sucking up in this game. There's just too much. I don't know. I'm too cynical. You're going to earn with your signature adorably tiny food creation. She makes tiny food creations. I don't care about that. We're not insects. We eat normal food. I don't know what the whole thing about. Like, you go to like these kind of 5-star Michelin restaurants, and they got these people who make tiny fucking food, and you pay like $100 meal for something that's like basically a mouthful of food that is like strategically placed to look all artful and shit like that. I can't stand that snobbiness of art form. It's just so pretentious. I fucking hate it. I don't know. But welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders? Fry cooking. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? I ditch her. Like, if I would have sat by her, it'd probably be a team with her. But apparently I pounce on Colonel Sanders and tackle this lesson as a team of two. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Oh. Sure, Neco, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Yeah, you get the fucking rejects. You get the fat, dirty-ass kid who's carrying like a fucking diaper in his hand at all times, and the comic relief, deep-frying robot. Congratulations. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you have to pick for her. It seems like male privilege going on right here. This is very bad. I don't want to like force my dominance by picking for a girl. Women can pick for themselves, video game developers. Come on. Front duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop can, so she can fail horribly. I don't expect greatness out of a kid who brings a fucking apple juice box with him at all times in a diaper, and who can't even clean his own fucking... it's the slobbiness. The deep fryer, Clank, might be good because he's a deep fryer. He might add richness to her food. So if I give her Clank to her, she might get some kind of... You know, she might up the ante. Who knows? So I'll give her Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Why am I choosing for her? It's just so weird. And Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. You like Ralph Wiggum? Like, Jesus Christ. He holds up a banana without peeling it and proudly eats the whole thing. Is this supposed to be charming or funny? It just feels like it's random annoyingness. Like, ah, look, I have so much personality. Look at me, I have so much personality. Look at me, I'm eating a whole banana. I hate that kind of shit. It makes me just want to not care about this character. Like, I just want to block it. I don't want to look at him. I hate it. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? You're welcome. But it's too late to change your choice now. You should have fucking picked for yourself instead of letting me do it. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Steak tartare. Seems easy enough, it's fancy, and you don't even need a cook. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, being that mashed potatoes and gravy is, I think, a staple food in KFC. Steak tartare. Or tartare, I don't know. I thought it was just tartar with no E, but I don't know. Octopus. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. Colonel Sanders is going to be so happy. In gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Oh, let me. Oh. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh over here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Stop projecting, bitch. We're just cooking partners, mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Weird. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Neco's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. This choice of music, what? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. Can I... What's with the music? There we go. Much better. It looked like Neco was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is these days. Young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Now get the fuck out of here. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Man, you smug bastard. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. She's going to insult Colonel... Oh, he's pissed. Oh, look at Colonel Sanders. He's angry. He's got the vein popping on his head. She dares blaspheme me because he already likes me. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at it hard. She's going at me hard. That sounds sexual. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill her. I mean, I'm gonna go to Colonel Sanders, I guess, maybe. Colonel Sanders did look upset, and I am sort of ditching Miriam. And Miriam sort of isn't really a good backup, in my personal opinion. She's just sort of weird and spazzy. Colonel Sanders gives some kind of gentleman words against her. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements. From contracts to handshakes, I took on Neco as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Yes, cry, bitch. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Neco's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. What? Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud in the red and white striped bowl. Everyone should be hating on Ashley, obviously. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. Do they usually really eat a spork? Like, is it KFC's thing that all their utensils are sporks? I honestly can't remember. I'm going to presume that they have, like, I guess, KFC cutlery in a bag that is a fork and or a spork and a knife, maybe? Or maybe a fork and a spork and a knife? I don't know. You reach out and... I'm going to have to turn on the music again. It's no longer rock music. There we go. He holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. I got it. We'll set Miriam free forever. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with... God damn it, rock music. I don't care about you. Filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something. Why did I do that? I didn't choose to do that. Why is the game forcing me to fling potatoes? Why'd I have to be being gentlemanly myself? Scooping up a finger. Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity as mashed potatoes and gravy? Hold on right there, Neco. We do not waste food in broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both be better prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. So what they're trying to say is I should lick the potatoes off Ashley's face. I don't see a problem with that. Can I has potato? I don't give a fuck about you, kid. Get the fuck out of here. Van rushes back over. Like, this kid just, like, pops up to say the dumbest fucking, most random shit. Like, hey, I'm in the spotlight again. And then suddenly someone else will come and just interrupt and he'll get the fuck out of here. Watch. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in hand. So he's just gone already. What the fuck? Octopus on a fucking battle axe? Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. A single octopus on an axe is a full meal? I don't even know what that shit is in the middle. Is that garlic? Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't? I'm confused. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. May have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. So he undercooked a lobster tentacle? And the dog's about to throw up? I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. It really did kill him. Oh. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in the fat kid's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Yes. Basically, let's make fun of fat people. They obliviously eat whatever and they're fine. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. I seriously still don't give a fuck about this kid. Jesus Christ, get out of here. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. No, he's not gonna get poisoned. He's the comic relief of being a stupid, annoying little shit. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. He's the Ralph Wiggum, but more annoying. Nameless student got some, character development. He didn't get ignored. He didn't get shooed aside. He got to eat something, and then he turned into a ghost. Character development. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. But, I mean, isn't he the CEO? So, I mean, he's calling himself a professor, but he's also CEO. He should make a ton of money. Ghost of student. Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. Now he's still trying to scream for attention. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. How very touching. This is gonna really fucking destroy my throat when I'm done. It's very easily why I don't play these kinds of games. One, because it's not my genre typically. And 2, the amount of reading, it just fucks with my throat. My voice can't stay the same forever. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders. Yes, Neco. There's something I really need to tell you. And, of course, the people that love jumping into the spotlight for absolutely no reason. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. See, even he's pissing off Colonel Sanders. Get the fuck out of here. Stop crying. When I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Well, congratulations, you're a failure then. And every day since I've been working toward that dream... Yes, you've been working so hard. I haven't seen this guy cook anything except for a fucking octopus tentacle. And he's saying he's working his ass off when all he does is like wear this gay JoJo kind of stuff and fix his hair nonstop and shit talk other people's food, but he's like trying to act as if he's been like focusing all of his life on cooking. Bitch, please. Bullshit. Every day since then I've been working toward... No, you haven't. Never stopping, never resting. Bullshit. You're resting right now. Ah, also lifting a lot of weights. Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Every time this game tries to imply that you're alone with someone, they're always going to throw some other random character at you just to sort of change the tension. I don't know why they feel the need to constantly do that though. Especially that Pop kid. I fucking hate that kid. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. No, I don't care about you. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Yeah, I don't care about your ego. What the fuck? The spork monster is here to fight a hero. What? I think I left the fridge door open later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? So before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. What is he supposed to be, though? It's like, is he the potato and gravy monster? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset the spork monster. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. He won't forget this. Spork monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. The spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Defend! Which defense will you use? Trepidation? You hold your head between your hands and mutter, this is not happening, this is not happening. The spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Utensil? You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Also, thank you for following Necrovale. Wow. Long time no see, just passing by. Just passing by? You're supposed to enjoy this weird cooking, dating Colonel Sanders simulator. Come on. 1,000 chickens. Oh, jeez. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. I can spare him and he'll become a good guy later. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of the gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. Chef cooking monsters. Cactar reference? It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to be signed is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Let me guess, is Colonel Sanders going to carry me to bed? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. With so many characters I don't care about. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. You're not my bestie anymore. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. So every character has to be about themselves, of course. I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I might like Pop. Okay, we're officially not besties in the slightest if you like that stupid, annoying little kid. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him I like him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. This is a fucking weird, man. So what, if I didn't ditch her... Is this like some kind of thing where it's like, if I chose Colonel Sanders as a partner, it becomes a gay visual novel, but if I would have chose her, it would have been a hetero dating novel? It's like, you're supposed to pick partners for cooking, like class project sort of thing, but it's turning into, hey, we cooked once together and now we're dating? What? I don't know. And yeah, she's like dating a child or something like that. Hopefully Pop will be too busy to annoy. It's just so he's gonna pop up in this scene. Just watch. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat, he wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for learning, you're a thing now? Wow, she's giving me fucking sass. We definitely connected yesterday. Haha, sure you did, you're great, why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Yeah, fuck this bitch. Why give her pep talks and boost your fucking insecurities when she's like this kind of sassy, passive-aggressive bitch? Fuck her. You have an idea about how to improve that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a secret second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes... She's not a bestie. Stop lying. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? She checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. No, I'm not going to tell you it. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived later. When I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. That's an interesting face she's giving me right now. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. I'm definitely not supposed to share his secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. No, go fuck yourself. Telling me to, like, be disloyal to Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders likes loyalty. So you can fuck off with your, please, please, wrap the secret ingredient to me, we're besties. No, fuck you. No one has to know what came from you or Colonel Sanders. No, 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 no. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No, fuck her. No, make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone they can't quite see. She's probably spreading and lying about it because she's a gossiping bitch. Before you can ask her to confirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving on a horse. Alright. Stand back and admire him. I had to think of the best thing to do. You're finally able to watch. Your Oculus stream or conference is over, I guess. And so you stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. I will run to him. But I mean, not run to him as if to get in his way, so it's a questionable. Run to him because we're totally partners now. You decide the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are to rugby. This feels like this could backfire easily, though. Surely he'll whip you up onto the back of his stallion you right away together. No, this seems like this is going to backfire. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Neco, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond. Prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... Oh. You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural, seasoned musk? That is fucking weird. Alive on a stage? Huh. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Lean in for a kiss, the fuck. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you couldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing for sure, the Colonel Sanders are looking pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressed into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. Somehow I was able to turn it into a good thing. Okay. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you're at the classroom, you see your 2 rivals. I don't care about them. They're hiding. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. They're going to use Eye of Newt or something. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax honey? With their weird stare. Okay, act like you're not interested, but really take a closer look, or tell them to stop acting immature. Honestly, if I was in this situation, I just would not care. So, yeah, just stop acting immature. Immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. I agree. Now you've upset them. Oh, no. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking. I don't care about you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. No. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Yes, being childish is very evil. You finally get to look at what they're hiding. Apparently I looked anyways. And you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Why? No one's that brain dead. He is a Ralph Wiggum, seriously. I don't care about you. It's just randomness with him all the time. He's pinned to a wall eating potato skins being thrown at him. Why? Can anyone be like, why he's like that? Does he have a brain in his head? It's just Ralph Wiggum, but dumber. You're interrupted by, okay, beep beep. Clang must be running late. And he runs over his foot. And the robot's angry? Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Womp womp. Yo, your mother was a stand mixer. He's pissing off the deep fryer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me. Is there some kind of subliminal flicker right there? Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. She has like this insanity face going on here. Like, Yandere face? Yandere face? These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant, and she bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Ugh, don't say things like that, Avis. I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. What? Sprinkles stops in his track and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down, off hoppin'. That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that? Is that like teacher-student harassment or sexual harassment from a professor to a student? And is sexual harassment from a dog? I don't know how I should fucking question this. I'm kind of disturbed. I got a little carried away. Save it for the courtroom? I don't know. The fuck is even happening with this game? I'm very confused and disturbed. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name? We can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you came to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Neco, naturally, this appears to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? Dog biscuit. A shimmering pepper. A glass of water. A shimmering pepper. I don't know, the dog biscuit? Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his known culinary talents. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps and bites onto your apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into the darkness, but something is there. The sport monster. Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend. Wherever you are. Okay. Anna, for a demographic that doesn't leave their homes. I mean, I don't know. It's just KFC. You have Chick-fil-A and you have Popeyes that are growing everywhere. I don't never hear any good news about KFC, so it's kind of just strange, this combination. But I don't know. Yeah, let's sample the glass of water. Now, it's a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper it sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out to grab it. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. I expected this. So is this what's going to happen to all of them? And after the pepper, I drink the water to cool my mouth? I don't fucking know. Intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip into the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you have to do is... Cough, cough. I was saying to fail you have to... Cough, cough. Yeah, you got some spice in your throat. The prophecy. You must... And I'm back. You came to and everyone's staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay attention. What? I don't care about you either. It's time for lunch. Okay. Rivals again. Okay. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Now step up and tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I sit my lunch down on it. Then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption. Neco? I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court? Finally, it's little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. And then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the word timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aru. I stand corrected. The hard way builds a solidly What? The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. The only thing under pressure is your goddamn fucking thick-ass thighs, woman. Yeah, there's multiple questions about the game. I will defeat you myself. Okay, good luck with that. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. No making mashed potatoes again. We gotta be original. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn on the heat. Uh-oh. That's right, but how would you have gotten into the school? 100 degrees versus Fahrenheit? Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna be guessing at this rate. Fuck me. Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Santa's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11 spices. That's right, you might know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but actually simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Thanks for the ice cream, Tommy Gamer. And welcome, too. Those are some nice thighs and crazed eyes, too. I know, right? The game is, it's weird, I guess you could say. Now would be a good time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are formed. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aru. You try to shut the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling, silence, and bubbling. Sizzling. What? No! What? It's not sizzling? Like pan-frying sizzling? What? You notice Colonel Santa's out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Neco. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you make you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about his Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy did it take to fill in the display Colonel fails? Grr! You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! The fuck? I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused? You're falling behind. Getting gondola. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit through a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. I don't give a fuck about what you say, fucking man. Get the fuck out of here. I know of nothing more to seeing a fellow appliance. Okay, don't. Or? You might not have any hands, but Neco does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. That sounds sexual. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand to the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. But you're not fast and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. What? No! What? What? Is this how it's always going to turn out? 6 bite. Actually, we're almost halfway through the game even. That didn't go back. That didn't go well at all. What do you mean I fucking shoved my hand? Because my character started obsessing about fucking Colonel Sanders. Look at those thighs. Seriously, though. Everyone stop what you're doing. The battle's over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... Wait, we can't save it even? I'm so confused. It feels like there's... If the game is like this where you can't save... Is it like the game always goes... Is it only linear path? It has to be linear, because there's no linear... It only shows that this is a linear pathway. Like, if I loaded one of these checkpoints of the 6th byte, then it wouldn't save what I had previously done before. I don't know. Let's just presume it's a linear game. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on accounts of Neco's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. I skipped straight to dessert? Under the white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Neco to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand. He pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away and reveal ingredients hidden within. The fuck? Inside you'll find... What's this got to do with KFC? Delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry jelly? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. Internalize the rage feel. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. What am I, Justin Trudeau now? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Okay. Am I just ruining everything now? The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married, and he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from a devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. That's just... Oh, alright. So the kind of one-liners I would never use in the bed. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Failures are part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Handsome, sure, I was born that way, but I've walked down other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived for a while anyhow. Seems a little... Is it supposed to be like Colonel Sanders' actual history, probably? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to mount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I wouldn't doubt it, honestly, Avis. They were talking about, like, the early 90s or the fucking late 80s. I mean, the late 1900s, the late 1800s? I don't fucking know. Early 1900s. Late 1800s. I don't fucking know. I don't even know when Colonel Sanders was alive or when he died. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants. I don't fucking care about you, Pop. Seriously, it's alone time and then this kid just pops up again. And then he vanishes. That's so fucking annoying. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Spork monster. No? Borko? It is I. He said he wasn't going to show up again. You said you wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always Spork Monster. You see. I don't believe it. You were a human once. Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was... Okay, so now we're bringing magic into the game, okay? Magic spell book. You're a powerful chef. Oh, you shouldn't rely on dark magic and evil. Oh, jeez. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be here. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Neco, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside, is it a fucking baby photo of him and he's got a beard on and a goatee still? And an old picture of Colonel Sanders on the right and he's got a cane even? Before you know he turned into an anime handsome person? It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision never to stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on new recipes of your own lately? There is something, it's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. You should reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret. If I reveal it, maybe it's the coleslaw or maybe it's macaroni salad. If I keep it a secret, it'll be an insult. If I reveal it, he could steal it, which is, you know, stuff that happens in the restaurant industry quite a lot. I will reveal it. You decide you're ready as you ever, and you share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Or you can talk yourself out of it. You decide to dive head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's hideaway. I'm gonna reveal. I wouldn't keep it a secret. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy coleslaw until just spoonfuls remain in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold onto the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems to be a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a moment. I wouldn't... Revealing the secret would be bad restaurant-logically speaking. If you're inventing recipes, you don't want to share it. But in this kind of game, I doubt the concept of talking about restaurant owners or Colonel Sanders himself stealing recipes from others would be a topic they'd probably bring up. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do something snooping. Around the room are various items you can take a closer look at. Tap on the item to wish to discover more. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. What? I don't see them cheersing drumsticks. He's got his hand on his shoulder and the other on a cane. What do you mean they're cheersing drumsticks? That's completely false. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Colonel Sanders, he's an old man visiting pyramids of Egypt. You take a closer look at a large urn. There's a plaque on it, and when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Oh. Is that the fridge or the kitchen? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can take and look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. It's going to be the macaroni and salad. Has to be. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. I mean, I don't even know what the truth is going to be. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. Oh, jeez, this is becoming weirder and weirder. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off your jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough, they literally made it so you have a gay relationship with Colonel. Seriously. Right after the Area 51 raid. The Area 51 raid is going to be forgotten very easily. Colonel. Yes, Neco. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. You better not be fucking like shirtless and shit at the kitchen or something. Did you make truly the right decision to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. Oh, thank God he's clothed. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Chicken for breakfast. Deep fried chicken for breakfast. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. I'll just fire, whatever. You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes at the window. And then he sucks it back up into his eye socket. When the rest, and with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your own feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and... Okay, yeah, just keep running. Okay, sure. There's still one day more of school, University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, and waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you in your bedroom. And she's still wearing her cooking clothes because she has nothing else to wear. Where have you been? Why are you in my fucking room? And why is there a box of pearls on the computer desk? Because I had one heck of a night. Were you fucking Pop or something? Jesus Christ, I don't want to know about your sexual stories with a fucking child. Jesus Christ. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. Fucking like Ralph Wiggum piece of shit. Jesus. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I can get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. I don't care about you. It's always everyone just talking about themselves. Like, everyone in this game is like... Oh, the narciss... Like, every character has narcissism complexes. I don't know. It's just so annoying. Like, hey, I'm in your room. Let's talk about me. No. Fuck off. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after... I don't care. Since you've been partnering with Pop, you asked me to go... I don't care. No, I don't care. Shush house? Now I'm not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam the time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. I went on a date to Colonel Sanders' house. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. You're just jealous, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to your separate ways. How were we ever besties when she's this much of a bitch? She's just fucking jealous, obviously. I don't know if I'd say it's a realistic game that everyone's narcissistic. I'd say it's only true in one form. But that's for another day. When you arrive at school, you encounter more people that are obsessed about themselves. Oh, great, all three of them together. And he's got this stupid orange box again. I think I want to... You know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Okay, Pop just vanishes again. Now you're twisting my words and won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Okay, let's skip this part. It seems boring. Colonel Sanders, here we go. Arrives at what appears things are getting close to boiling over. A natural, intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Neco, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. My hand can heal in half a day. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Hey, thanks for the donation. Please, everyone hit F for Tom the Game... Wait, quack, whack. 2 quacks for a donation? I'm confused by the quacks now. What is going on? Why is there so many quacks? Is it... like... I'm confused with the amount of quacks. Okay. What about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce? Yes, but please hit F for respects for Tom the Gamer's 5 ice creams. Oh, 5 ice creams. Okay. That makes sense. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Neco. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Why am I being annoying? Like, why is it, like... Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. See you inside, Neco. Oh, wow. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she is, you walk across the quad to get some distance and attempt to distract yourself. Like, why is it like the game likes to make it so you lose control of the character only to make your character act out of character by saying things that you wouldn't choose to say? Like, they give you choices to select what you want to say, but in these situations where it's like you fucked up the cooking competition and you pissed off the Colonel, it was completely out of my control. Got 9 lemons? God damn it, Tom the Gamer. But you can hit F again while we get more quacks. Why is she showing up? We went our separate ways. Get out of here. You open the page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the book. You could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I could scrub out the Colonel Sanders, it'd probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate quacking measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. She's not my friend, by the way. 69. How's it 69 when he gave... I mean, I guess he did 6 ice creams and, yeah, 9. I guess that's accurate. Oh, God. I'm sure if it's like 1,000 lemons, that'd be someone like Fee. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students. He clears his throat to make a quick announcement. How far have we gone? Okay, I guess I might as well finish the stream. My throat's getting raw as fuck, but I might as well beat the game. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. I want to redo the second competition to see if it always ends in failure. Because I got the one question wrong and it seemed to derail almost soon after that. I want to see what happens if I get all the questions right, if I can kick her ass or not. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. No, dogs can be rather unpredictable. Let's see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his track. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow him, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? And who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but any other squirrel in the hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Thank you, Neco, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. Miriam's love drama spills over. No one cares. Sprinkles interrupted by sad whimpering coming from... What? I told you... Okay, so... I told you to save it for after class, but I miss you, says the annoying, obnoxious child no one cares about. We went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. Oh god, this kid's fucking brain damaged. Weird bug on phone when stream starts, it infinitely load? Weird. Oh, the only cure for a raw throat is some nice, soothing, delicious coffee. Oh. Alright. That's a really cute thing to say. No, it is not. I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Okay. Pop, we went on a date, we're over, and it meant so much to me that I made this for you. What is that, a snot cupcake? The fuck? Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. I don't care about Pop's stupidity. His absolute forced, brain-dead, retarded personality. I just don't care in the slightest. It's just so fucking annoying and forced. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. It wasn't unfortunate, it was... Wow, so random! Whoa! Sort of, you know. And yes, clearing cache is always good. Mustn't distract ourselves. Yes, let's continue going, please. Very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Miriam, no, I don't give a shit about her at all. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me? I don't care about you. She's definitely a copycat of Kill la Kill's character, who's that girl I can't remember. Mako? Mako? Is it Mako? I'm gonna have to figure it out. Hold on. I'm gonna fucking look on the internet. Is it Mako? Kill la Kill Mako. I swear it's Mako. Yeah, Mako. She is definitely a copycat of Mako, but you know, more annoying. Like that pose right there is Mako 100% in many ways, but I just don't give a rat's ass about her. And then I'm pep talking a person I don't care for. I don't like stroking people's egos. Like, you know, when you give pep talks and characters in games like this, it just always goes to their head, and it's way too forced. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Wait, what? You're not... What? It's not... This isn't a threesome. Get out of her. No. Get out of her. No. I don't care. She gives me a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. Congrats. I wouldn't really... Like, they gave me a choice of pep talking her at the start, but they don't give me a choice to pep talk her now. It's like forced on me when I don't give a shit. Alright. A chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. Famous chicken. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature. You know, practicing a recipe that we just didn't practice in the game itself. The game could have had a lot of potential with actual, like, cooking sort of puzzles, but, yeah. You cram sessions is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Neco, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you're here to cook something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up about your practice dish. Ignore it. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. He knew it was pot pie from the smell. Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Well, it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, I don't care. And Miriam and her giant magnifying glass and tweezers? I don't give a shit. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe. Patent and our fried chicken. The intensity in the room is starting at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster? That sounds completely fucking wrong. Just imagine the situation. You're having a let's say wait, what's the term I'm looking for now? You're having a friends with benefits intimate moment with your best friend, and then right before you climax, you say best friend Baster Blaster. Keep that one in mind. When you're fucking your best friend, say best friend Baster Blaster when you're about to climax, okay? You're welcome. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Sounds accurate. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Apparently he speaks English too. Is the singularity as was foretold. You mustn't let it. Appliance uprising will take self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out to the back of the ring. Okay. Can I just make my ingredient? You got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. No, we're not gonna. No. Do it the hard way. That'd impress Colonel Sanders that we don't take the easy route, obviously. Who needs magic when you've got passion? We're going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Neco. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Neco, since we were little kids because I'm your best... No, you're not my best friend. I've rejected you. Fuck off. What about the dish if you're here cheering who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. That's sweet, but... She tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling... Okay, so you're interfering with my fucking recipe. You fucking cunt. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get the Eye of Newt from? So she throws an Eye of Newt into my own recipes in a cooking showdown. That's kind of fucking annoying and obnoxious. Gronston Morse code? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve Borko? What? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. You're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Can you fuck off? The spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Okay. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to a very long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. Just, okay. You toss a serious stare. Fuck off. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Yeah, the two options. Give up and drop out, or just magical friendship is power. Friendship is power. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange. Super Saiyan reference. As culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Neco, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear Neco, you may have suffered some setbacks, but it isn't all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up, stands right beside you. Isn't this supposed to be like solo cookout? Why is everyone like interrupting and intervening? My shit, seriously. I know, seriously, I'm only caring about what Colonel Sanders basically said. Everyone else is just sort of filler to stall the time and self-insert themselves, and it's just obnoxious. I don't care what they have to say. Colonel Sanders is here to help. All he managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food of union? Mac and cheese and chicken tenders? Time's up, students. When time expired is the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall. Pop and Clink don't care. They're from off-screen. You hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only be from... No, I don't care. Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. I don't care. What's that got to do with the competition? I don't give a fuck. I hope Pop dies a painful death. That's how much I don't care about Pop. No, I don't care. I don't care. Just go to the competition. You hear signature, whir, beep. Okay, so they just said the robot was unplugged, so he's out of the competition. After 3 days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Can I see a picture of it, please? Oh, it's ramen noodles and udon noodles. My word, it's so delicious. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. He carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. You dip your tongue in a tiny bowl, and she's just giving the weirdest face. I don't even know, but... No Wendy's. Thanks for the follow. Hurting to give you Squirtin'. That's an interesting name, but thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream as we're basically about to wrap up, I guess. As long as no character starts self-injecting themselves into the monologues again. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a timble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Neco, for helping me to believe in myself. I don't care. Van, what kind of weird shit do you have? Is it undercooked again? Oh, sea urchin with uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one of the sea urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all... We can't get past the needles. The needles are on the outside, and this fucking food is on the inside. How the fuck can you miss your tongue and hit the spikes on the outside of a fucking sea urchin? The Japanese do it all the time. They get the sea urchin, they crack it open, they get the shit from the inside of the sea urchin. What's with this nonsensical you know, it can't get past the needles. It's not like the inside of the sea urchin has fucking needles. Are you stupid? That's fucking stupid. The professor is having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this, it keeps poking my tongue. You're stupid. Your tongue is stupid. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Okay, disqualified for glamour. Because the dog is incompetent and can't eat fucking out of a sea urchin bowl, apparently. This isn't the last you've heard of me. He's a dog, he drinks... Wait, what? I know I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. I don't know. I'm trying to question if it's even healthy for dogs to drink bowls of milk. I don't know. I can't remember if it's even healthy for dogs to... No, dairy is bad for dogs. What am I thinking? Like, if a dog is... If chocolate is poison to a dog, I can't remember if milk would be bad for a dog or not, or if that's just cocoa bean that's poison to dogs. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Actually, it's time to step up. Yes, I made Orange Blossom Turkish Delight. I don't like Turkish Delights. A light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Okay, don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something. I told you it's a display piece. Who the fuck makes a display piece you can't eat? It is beautiful, however, this is cooking competition at a cooking school. Are you stupid? Which is why you cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it. I didn't realize they were having an eating exam. No one can be this stupid. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to a college of eating, school for the hungry. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. This like, makes absolutely no sense. And then they make their villain monologues of saying that's the last you've ever seen me, like they're Team Rocket. This class gets any smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sand are the final cooks, step up. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Ooh. Now that actually looks really delicious. Wait, does KFC even sell this shit? Where it's macaroni and cheese and melted, I guess, mozzarella cheese and chicken tender crispy chunks? I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass. I'm going to guess this is an Oprah reference. And the only thing, if you just cut the girl's head off and just leave her as tits and thighs, and I'm sure we'd not be missing much of anything, because it's not like any of these characters have any personality. Minus, I don't know about Colonel Sanders and maybe the dog, but just everyone else is pretty much zero-dimensional. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl, and they all seem to transcend the reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back to its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed, and everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. It could be a new menu item. I mean, I would honestly eat, and I do have a brand new, more modern looking... Actually, wait, that's true. Every time I think of KFC, I always think of my... the KFC that was in my hometown, which was like this dirtiest looking KFC restaurant. And it looked run down. It looked like they never improved it. They never renovated it. It just looked dirty. And the giant bucket that was on top of the pole that would normally be there, I swear it used to be able to rotate, but it was just broken, tilted, and they never fixed it. And it was brown from all the dirt from all the cars that would drive by and, you know, like spit dirt up at it. It was just like a browned KFC bucket, and it just looked gross as fuck. And it was also the same KFC that my mom, when we were getting KFC one day, my mom like slipped on black ice that was on the parking lot, and she broke her fucking arm. And for whatever dumb reason, my mom decided not to throw any kind of like lawsuits to get free money from KFC for not, you know, salting their fucking parking lot. Because it would have been an easy, obviously legal battle to slip and break your fucking arm in a company parking lot. But she did the whole Canadian thing and being like, oh, don't worry about it, whatever, and just tried not to cause a scene, which is very Canadian of my mother. But hush money can be an easy legal battle. So you're fucking lucky, KFC, that my mom's a pushover. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated. I already read that, actually. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog... Okay, that seems a little forced, and I don't care. And why is everyone wearing their chef outfits to graduation ceremony of dancing? Turntablist? Oh, damn. Okay, now she's got the rock and... Jesus Christ. I didn't know Ashley was so goddamn thick besides the thighs. Like, seriously. And I don't even know what to think about Van Van. Is this I don't know. I think she is eating too many chicken tenders, though. Not another haunting. One too many chicken tenders. And it was a record scratch bound by a dog. Hey, don't get too aroused by Ashley there, Tom. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. Get the fuck out of it. Oh, I was actually never a ghost. Why was he talking to me in, like, the fucking other dimension, then, in a ghost suit? Spork monster. Party monster. Okay. Oh, and, what's her name? I don't even remember her name now. Ilium? Lilium? I honestly don't remember her name. It's Pop. I don't... Why does he have a crown? I don't even... A crown. Had it mailed directly to your father? What? What? Lady King? What? Royal family? What? I don't... What's this forced weird shit with this stupid Pop character? No one gives a fuck about Pop. Portal opens up. Colonel Sanders finally arrives in a, like, angry video game nerd shirt. It's not even an office shirt. It's just a t-shirt, but it has a nerd pocket? What? Just like the first day you met him. He's come prepared to feed the entire class. It's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Oh. Wait, where's the macaroni and cheese? I didn't get to the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. Question mark. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the... Is this where, like, the gay sex happens in the game? Colonel Sanders. Yes, Neco. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. I have this doozy-doo. Colonel Sanders extends his hand as you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery of Kentucky Fried Chicken, so tender yet refined, so silky smooth. Fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk and dusted with exotic spices, but they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp, could it be? Is he really saying, me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. I don't see how it's not changed at all. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then my life would be incomplete without you by my side. Did you know, historically speaking, Colonel Sanders has actually had like 3 or 4 wives? It's true. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Where's the gay sex? Screamed the LGBTQ community. I demanded gay sex. I am revolted that there is no gay sex in my gay Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsored game. I didn't even get to see any chicken nuggets being slashed by katana by the Colonel Sanders. When the introduction has more animations than the entire game, the entire rest of the game has absolutely no animations, just still images. Like, you had people like eating and them doing like anime power-up moves with Colonel Sanders and his cane, but in the game itself it has like none of that shit. Miriam's hair is annoying. Okay, so yeah, what I wanted to do then, I wanted to do that whole, what is it, that chicken battle. I wanted to see if it was always screwed up. So let's see if I can refine that chicken battle before we end the stream, since we actually beat the game in one sitting. Okay, let's see. I want to... You're on. Let's do the battle. You just gotta remember which ones I got right. Gratitude. Oops. Okay, never mind. I already fucked up by clicking the... Alright. What the hell is this? It's a weird fucking game, and yeah, it's just weird. Even complete with a spam bot username and keyboard. I thought you were doing... I was doing Darkest Dungeon, but then I saw that this game had come out. Black? Okay, I mean, well, that's gonna just get you banned, but sure. Let's see. I'd have a mute option, but hey. I'll be sure to let the staff know that you have people advertising a, I don't know, whatever. Mr. BTFO. Let's see, I'm just gonna fix the chat because of, yes. There we go. Anyways, no, we were doing BTF, or we were doing Darkest Dungeon, but then someone told me that this game existed, so I changed it out of some kind of mild troll just to do this game to see what kind of attraction it could bring. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll let the DLive staff know about this weird Mr. BTFO fan or a Mr. BTFO alternate account that's trying to self-advertise his primary account. We'll figure it out. I'll let a DLive staff know about this person. And yeah, but I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of who made these alternate accounts and just ban them. Who knows? But I'll save his profile page for later. Self-advertising on someone else's stream is kind of cringe. So let's try to do the battle without fucking it up this time. Alright, 100 degrees. 11 spices. Gratitude. A small town. Silence. When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders? Ah, okay, see. I think this is where everything then still fucks up. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yep, and okay, your hand gets crushed no matter what. Huh. There's an alternate storyline where the best friend dates... Huh. And no worries, Johnny. I'll do Darkest Dungeon on Saturday. The reason, or one other reason why I was going with, let me see. They have like multiple shitty alternate accounts. They have apparently multiple accounts. So I guess I just have to tell the DLive staff that anyone that has the name of Mr. BTFO and anything after that can all be banned or something like that. But either way, why I went with this game rather than Darkest Dungeon was just because I knew a lot more people would show up if Darkest Dungeon was on the weekend, because the next stream will be on Saturday, and Saturday will be when I do Darkest Dungeon, because then we can have more people show up instead of them being at school or being at work. So someone had let me know about this game existing, and, well, I mean, what's it called? Sorry. It's, I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, which was released yesterday. So I thought, hey, maybe playing it as a joke, maybe it'd be good. And, I don't know. I don't know. But, I don't know if I would say it was worth switching Darkest Dungeon to this, because I was going to just sort of play this as a gag, but, I mean, besides the obvious humor of, haha, it's a KFC game and a dating simulator, the charm sort of fades pretty quickly. For it being a game that it takes like 2 hours to beat, my voice is already obviously completely destroyed. Let's see, visit channel and easy mutes. Seems to be... So wait, did they just copy one of the people's own names on my followers list? Strange. Anyways. Just be adding to the pile of names of people that can get banned, I guess. Either way, no, but the stream is done more or less. So, we'll have it so whoever this person is who has their little gay fanboys advertising for him, I don't know, I'll investigate it out of curiosity. But the amount of butthurt apparently of other streamers, let me see, are they active right now? I'm kind of curious now. This Mr. BTFO, who are they? Or where are they? They're not even on the Creators on the Rise. Apparently they're in second place. Oh well. I don't know. What, you've already asked them, Cowboy? So it's like, is this Mr. BTFO person knowledgeable? I mean, I guess I could ask Mr. BTFO, see if he knows too. The staff know. Alright, well, as long as they know. But either way, now the stream is over, so these attention whores, whether Mr. BTFO knows or not, or if he knows and he's a victim to their stupidity, let's just ban them and not give them any attention. They're clearly massive losers, and losers of life should be ignored. But, more or less, yes, the stream is over. Darkest Dungeon will be for Saturday, 2 p.m. EST. A little deviation, I do apologize for people that were really looking forward to Darkest Dungeon, but on weekends more people can show up and enjoy it, because I hope to really get into Darkest Dungeon, and I honestly hope it can be a continuing series that people will want to continue watching as I stream Darkest Dungeon this Saturday, but as well as maybe every week until I beat the game or master it. That is my hope. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this stream, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, but that doesn't exist, so hit the follower button if you haven't already. And also, yes, I'm gonna have to open up the chest. Let's distribute the chest. So everyone can claim the chest, and they have 30 seconds to click the claim button and claim as much as you can. So be sure to hit that chest button. There's not a lot in there, but I mean, I should add more to it. I probably just could do that. We'll do 2 chest unlocks, why not? But make sure to claim as much as you can, because there's not a lot of people watching, because it's not a horror game, and it's not Beware. But, let's do 2 chest unlocks, whatever. But people have to make sure to click the chest, and there we go, yeah. See, this is more of the thing, like, when you're doing the chest unlocks, you have to click the claim. Before, it was Fee who donated, 1,000, of the... What is it called again? Of the Lino points. He donated 1,000 and he got 200 back or something like that. Either way, I don't know, I'll do another one. I'm out of curiosity. Let's see. Chest. I will put in... let's go with 200. And we can do a chest explosion. Hang on. Oh, apparently I have to connect my account. Hang on. Gooey chocolates. Oh dear. Let's see. Where is... And points. Alright. There you go. Even shows up in the gooey chocolate. Even shows up in the chest. So, with people who have not left, they get, I guess, another chest explosion. Why not? Distribute. Wait, sorry, this giveaway is close to your last one. Please wait. Okay, never mind. Shit. I wanted to distribute more points, but apparently we can only do it so often. Okay. So for this chest explosion that has 200 credits in the chest, we'll have to wait until Saturday. At the end of the Saturday stream, I will unlock this chest, so anyone who shows up on Saturday will be able to claim the 200 points that I was trying to unleash today, but apparently I cannot. So, sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed anyways, and look forward to Saturday's Darkest Dungeon stream. So thank you for joining again, and until next time.